Carried.
Without moving to item 11, all the legs, and this is...
We're just moving to item 11, all the legs, and it's around the scope to refresh and consolidate Auckland Council's open space policy framework. And Simon and Coral. So bonjour, Coral. So look, all yours, Simon, and introduce any of the team that's online, and it's all yours. I'm going to move for I want a mover and a seconder, so that my name is not always on there. His Worship, the Deputy Mayor, sorry, it just came out.
Happy to second.
Cashmore and Councillor Casey, I just heard her second. So it's put on the table for discussion. Simon, it's all yours.
Thank you, Chair. Kia ora koutou katoa. Today online we have Katarina Maki, the General Manager for Community and Social Policy. So today this report seeks your approval to the scope to refresh and consolidate Auckland Council's open space policy framework. In February, this committee directed staff to engage with key stakeholders to hear their views on the three options to update the framework. The options are 1, the status quo, 2, refresh and no consolidation, or 3, refresh and consolidation. We approached mana whenua and 20 stakeholder groups. 12 groups took part in the engagement and all supported some form of consolidation. Their feedback is detailed in the report. So using an internal analysis and stakeholder feedback, we have assessed the three options and recommend that the committee agrees to refresh and consolidate the framework. The full options assessment can be found in the attachment to the report. The report proposes a high-level work program with completion anticipated in the last quarter of 2024. We also propose the establishment of a political working group that will input into this work. The key risk with our recommendation is that the diverse engagement takes a long time and impacts our project delivery. However, we expect that this can be mitigated through the use of a detailed engagement plan and by carefully balancing engagement and delivery timeframes. If agreed, staff will report back to the relevant committee in the first quarter of 2023 to establish the membership and terms of reference for the political working group. Thank you, Chair, and back to you for any questions.
Ka pai Simon, ngā mihi ki a koe. Thank you. Carol, anything from you? Anything from online? No. Okay. So any pātai, there's nothing that's been indicated. Matua kake, all yours.
Kia ora, thank you for the presentation. It's really just, really pleased with the approach, the refresh that's been proposed, but kind of disappointed with the engagement from mana whenua mā tā waka. So just what's your strategy to litigate that or to remedy that into the going forward? That's my pātai, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Member. So we are looking at a range of methods to engage in the future. So we understand that iwi and APU are very heavily solicited with a lot of different projects and policies. And in this instance, they were not able to participate. That's not to say that they won't be able to participate in the future. So we would intend to go to the Katianga Forum in the first place. We also extend the invitation to every iwi in the region individually. We tend to reflect on previous consultations so that we respect what has been said in the past and check that that's still the current view. We will also do a range of consultation methods with Maatawaka and the wider organizations that are involved in sports and recreation and open space. Is that answering your question?
So just a subsequent question through the chair.
Ka
Yeah, thank you for the intent, but intent doesn't necessarily get you the results. So, happy to work with the IMSB officials or staff to consolidate this. And I note that that you're intending to include us in terms of that what is it, subcommittee or something that you're talking about. So no, that's all good, but really do think we should try harder or more with some support from my MSP staff to engage, particularly with Mātā Waka. The mana whenua, yep, acknowledge the mana whenua process, but yeah, and they are busy, but there's a lot of Mātā Waka organised at 75% of the community, Māori community are Mātā Waka, so encourage you to seek help because yeah, we do need that input. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think recommendation C around the establishment is the way to go when we head into the new term, and nobody knows what happens from there. So look, to you both, Simon, thank you, and koro. There's no further pātai, so again, I'm just going to get in to see if there's any whakaaro or any comments. So 3-second rule. Go on. I will put the recommendation. All those in favour?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Carried. We're now moving to item 12, just a dozen, Community Facilities Network Plan and Revised Action Plan